Previously on Watashi Suzume.
Oh, I was only dreaming. Ha ha, fooled ya. You thought this was gonna be all dark and scary? Ha, you freaking scaredy cat. You don't know anything about. Remember all the nice main screen music? Ha, it wasn't a lie. It's actually a very cozy place here. Ha? You thought it was gonna be another Doki Doki Literature Club? Huh? Back to chill mode. We're fine, guys. We're totally fine.
And now, back to the story.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lilith Saga. I am a writer, Succubus, and PNGtuber. And today, we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Watashi Suzume. So let's see, last we left off, we just started playing and we got introduced to Ayumi Suzume, who is the main character, as well as her best friend, Keiko Kirena. They are basically a duo of outsiders who are just trying to survive in this small little town, and they're about to start up school again. And honestly, I wonder how things are going to go, because they both have a lot of mental health issues, which I can relate to, but it seems like our main character might have some trouble making friends in general. But also, since we're here, we're going to find out who this Shouta person is, because I don't think we've been introduced at all. But apparently they know that this looks like the place. So let's go ahead and jump into it and try to figure out what voice to even give this person. Well, this certainly looks like the place. It somehow looks more dated in person than in the photo. Is this really where I'm going to be spending my last school year? This place doesn't exactly fill me with excitement. The way you hear him talk about it over the phone, you swear it was some kind of mansion. Take a few steps forward and read the numbers written on the doors. This place isn't as nice as back home. The town is so much smaller. I'm not sure what to think about it. Still, beggars can't be choosers. Ah, bingo. This looks to be the one. I step in front of a door with the same numbers on it as the ones my brother sent me. Apartment 102, recent home of Arabashi Shouta. I reach out with my thumb and press firmly on the doorbell. It rings without much of a delay, and I can hear a more muffled tone of it echo from the inside. Sure hope he's home. I take a step back away from the door and start waiting patiently. He is home, right? I sure hope so. Mom did say he was always busy these days. I should count myself lucky he was able to take me in on such short notice. Okay, so let's see. Gathering from the information that we have so far, I'm assuming Shouta is, I guess, a transfer student in a way. Visiting a place where his brother used to live. And we don't seem all that thrilled to be here, so... Or just looking for a place to stay to finish out high school. Yeah, seems pretty normal so far. I haven't seen Urata in forever. Will he even recognize me? Why do I feel like living with my older brother is going to be much more of an adventure than I bargained for? Oh, I get that. Older brothers can be like that sometimes. Wait. If he's an older brother, shouldn't he have like a deeper, mature voice, even though I'm giving this one kind of a deeper voice? Just a minute. I'll figure... I really need to figure out these voices. A muffled voice slightly familiar to me comes shooting out from inside the apartment. I'll be right there. Sorry to keep you waiting, but wasn't expecting you to come by for another hour or so. Right, let me get the door for you. Oh! Hello! For the first time in years, I finally laid eyes on my older brother once more. Okay, so that's what he looks like. He looks kind of young. I mean, for an older brother, I guess. I mean, obviously we're young, we're in high school, but... He looks very, like, outgoing and fresh, like he still has hope in his eyes, like the future isn't all dark and despair for him, like he actually has hope that he'll be able to do something with his life. That's what his eyes look like. Also has a nice shade of blue, not gonna lie. Let's just give him a bit of a more cheery voice. Not quite jockey, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. God, I'm terrible at doing boy voices. Let's go. At first glance, it doesn't look to me like he's changed much at all. The only thing that comes to mind is that he looks like he's put on some extra weight. Whew. Looks like I still managed to make it in time. Even if I was a little late greeting you.
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you. How have you been, little brother? Okay, I'll get this voice, I swear. How have you been, little brother? Hey, good to see you, Ruta. Same to you. How was the bus ride over? As good as it could be, I guess. Happy to hear you didn't run into any trouble on your way here. Ruta flashes a great big smile that covers most of his face. Man, I haven't seen you since you were a little kid. Look at you, you're all grown up. Just how little are we? One can say that you're almost an adult yourself. So, you're here for the music program, right? Yep, we're the foreign exchange student that was talked about in the, going to the music program because they have such a good music program here. Okay, wonder what we play. Gotta say, I had no idea you were talented enough to be invited here of all places. And the school fronted the money to move you on scholarship too. Lucky. Wish I had that kind of luck growing up. Yeah, no kidding. Well, okay, I'm not actually talented enough for a scholarship, so I guess it's only fair, but... Speaking of luck, what are the odds that I'd be living in the same town? Tell me, do you believe in fate, Shouta? Ruta lets out a hearty laugh. So, how are the folks doing back home? Good. They do wish you'd come around more often, though. Oh my god, this sounds like me and my brother. My brother being the cheery, outgoing person, and who's always off going and doing great things by himself because he thinks he owns the world. Me, meanwhile, just being like, yep, life's pretty great. Doing stuff, I think. Going places. Yeah, I should probably do that, huh? Well, I better make sure to call and tell them you made it over okay. No doubt, they're worried sick about their baby boy traveling all this way by himself. Not some toddler. Aw, what's with that face, Shouta? I was only kidding, little bro. Allow me to formally welcome you to SEISHIN-TEKINA. It's a little on the small side, and things do move a lot slower here, but it's home. Anyway, why don't I take your bag? And we'll go about getting you settled into the place. Ruta gives a tug at my suitcase, but his arms lock up upon attempting to lift it. Yeah, bro, do you even lift? I mean, if we're, if only a suitcase, so... But we're staying here for a while. I mean, come on, you can't expect it to just not be filled to the brim with shit. But, okay. Surprised at the sheer weight of it, he looks down with a puzzled expression on his face. Wow, what in the world do you have in this thing? My life, my fortune, my pile of gold. You bring your whole collection of pet rocks or something? What's that little smug face? Don't tease me like that. Ah, relax, I'm only kidding. Ruta gives a stronger tug and hoists the suitcase up on his shoulders. Come on in. I'll get you all set up in no time. I really hope you come to like it here, as different as it is from home. Different doesn't always mean bad, you know? He takes a few steps back towards his door and grabs a hold of the knob. He turns the knob, then flings the door outward. To keep it from closing once more, he wedges his foot against it to act as a doorstop. Let's hurry on inside. Seems like it's getting hotter every second out here. I'm happy to have you around, by the way. Even if it is just for the year. Welcome to your new home, little bro. Okay, so we have a nice older brother and stuff. Yeah, welcome. Oh, chapter 1. Welcome to SEISHIN-TEKINA. Oh, this is a nice little apartment. Organized. Fresh fruit. Got a bunch of books over there. Gotti? What? Right. I think a bunch of random last names over on the books. Not that I can read them much from the distance. Yeah, looks like a nice quaint little place. The inside of the apartment was about the size I expected based on the outside. It was an open floor plan, with the kitchen and living room occupying the same space. The table was set up for eating just before the threshold of both. There were doors lined up on one side of the apartment. These, I presumed, led to the bedrooms and a single bathroom. Oh no, not the single bathroom! I had to share one with Urta when I was a little kid. Yeah, but like, I know that's normal, but like, man, gotta still share it now, even after all these years. So, I don't expect this to be a major issue going forward. Yeah, it's not an issue, it's just mildly inconvenient, but hey, I mean, everyone poops. Right, so a few of your things have already arrived ahead of you. Your guitar, oh, so we're a guitar player. Your guitar, music books, personal objects, and a few set of clothes. I've already sent everything needed for enrollment to your school. All you have to do is show up tomorrow. Make sure you're on time, okay? It won't look good to be late on your first day. I will, and thanks for all the help, Urta. Urta blows off my gratitude with a wave of his hand. What kind of brother would I be if I didn't watch out for you?
I've got your back.
I've got your back. Wait, I've got your back. You're in good hands, so don't you worry. I like the voice for the brother here. It's very soothing in a way. I wish I could replicate it better, and I do apologize. But I am also not a dude. I cannot do the dude voices, so I apologize. But voice actor, good job. I feel very calm in your presence of voice, I guess. I'm gonna stop talking. I'll keep you clean, fed, and maybe I'll even throw you an allowance from time to time. So, how does that sound to you? Sounds a lot like home.
Right on.
Yeah, right on. Good answer, little bro. Still, I gotta say, I am super impressed with you. Being invited to SEISHIN-TEKINA Academy, and for music, no less. I don't have to tell you how big of a deal that is, do I? Music program is the only thing this little town has going for it. Not everyone gets invited in, so I hope you realize how big of an opportunity this is. I get reminded of it every day by Mom and Dad. So I'll save the nagging for later then. Anyway, here, why don't you take your bag? Urta reaches up at my bag, still perched on his shoulders, and places it down at his feet. After doing so, he lightly touches my shoulder and points to one of the doors on the wall I noticed earlier. Your room is that door over there, straight across from the kitchen. Be warned though, it's more than a little messy in there. I mean, me too, basically. I don't have company a lot, so I mainly use it as a storage room. Okay, yeah, it's definitely me. Got most of it out, moved your stuff in, and put fresh sheets on the bed. It could still use a bit more of a tidy. Anyway, while you're busy setting up, I'll try and whip us up something to eat.
Feeling hungry?
Yeah, you gotta be hungry after such a short trip, right? Yeah, I'm starving. Thought as much. Make yourself at home, little bro. I'm happy to have you. Mom did tell me about how friendly Urta was. Are they like distant brothers? Like, it seems like they've like never talked to each other growing up. But obviously they live together and shared a bathroom and everything, so I don't know, maybe they just haven't seen each other in like years and never communicated? Oh. Interesting dynamic. She told me you could make friends with the brick wall if you tried hard enough. Oh my god, this is my brother. Yeah. This guy's very calm and sociable. Not, my brother probably isn't calm, but he is sociable. So, yeah. I am relating to this a lot already. I can see where she was coming from. The room itself was a bit too cramped for my liking. I mean, oh my god, they have notice they have copy of Watashi Suzume over here. Given that I think that's a record, is it for like the soundtrack? Product placement. You've got a bunch of a guitar. Oh, that's our guitar, I guess. No, wow, computer already set up. It's actually pretty organized for having just moved a ton of our stuff in here. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice, quaint little room. I mean, I'd say it's bigger than like some rooms you'll find. But yeah, nice. Thankfully, it appears as if all my personal effects fit in without any issue. I breathed a sigh of relief after seeing that my guitar made it through okay. Yeah, I don't know how far you had to travel, but, I mean, getting that through airport security probably is annoying. I mean, just because it's just like a big item. I obviously never carried a guitar through TSA, but I envy those who can. Small, but other than that, nothing to really complain about. I've heard stories of these dingy apartments being much worse. This will do fine for the coming year. Yeah, there are worse apartments out there. Home sweet home, eh? Don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Guess it doesn't look all that bad if I'm honest. It seemed like a good enough place to stay as any, especially for just one school year. Although, I should probably tidy up around here a bit. I feel more at home with the clean room for sure. I get to work cleaning my new residential abode. I start by giving it a good dusting. Looks like it's been a while since the last one. There was a last one to begin with. I throw away some trash, tidy up a few lingering things here and there, and after an hour of sprucing the place up, I finally got it clean, enough for my liking. There, that looks much better. I see literally no change. But hey, whatever floats your boat, my dude. Place doesn't look too shabby. Looks like all my stuff made it without any trouble too. This thing looks to be broken at least. Hey, are you done in there? You mind if I come in? Sure, the door's open. Wow, so that's what you've been up to in here. Oh my god, this place looks immaculate. I don't know, can I hire you as my personal cleaner since you're gonna be staying here?
Hey, not bad.
I gotta say, you sure work fast, little bro. Maybe I should get you to clean my room too while you're at it. I knew he was gonna do that. I fucking knew. Exhausted, I can't help but to look up at Urta with defeat in my eyes. Ah, what's with that face, Shouta? I was only joking. I released a sharp, relieved sigh. Oh, come on, you didn't think he was actually going to be serious about that. Unless we're the kind of character that doesn't pick up on context clues that easily. But, he's just being a little shit to us. That's good, because I'm beat from all the cleaning I did in here. We're so serious. Interesting. Looks like you did a pretty good job of it, though. Anyway, food's ready if you're still hungry enough for it. Great, I'm absolutely starving. I can imagine. You probably haven't had anything to eat all day. Well, let's get back to the kitchen and get you fed. Come on. Mind if I ask what you cooked up? I found some ramen in the back of the pantry that I thought would make a quick and easy meal for us. It's not the most luxurious thing in the world, but it'll fill your stomach all the same. Let's get that ramen. I'll stop by after work tomorrow and pick us up some real food for later down the line. It is real food. Come on. I need to find a good ramen recipe. Just my own issues. I need to cook more. Really sorry that I wasn't better prepared for you, Shouta. That's okay. I get it. What do you say we head on over and dig in? You bet. Anything tastes good on an empty stomach. I totally agree with you there. Cheers! Kanpai! Urta serves the food alongside plastic cups of orange juice that he pours with a smile. Oh, hell yeah, let's drink that orange juice. Once finished, he slightly lifts his up, and the two of us tap them together as we sit down to enjoy our meal. After which, he takes a hefty swig of his and slams it down on the table. You didn't make a screwdriver for yourself, did you? Or is the orange juice really that good? Ha, freshly squeezed and local. Ah, that's why. You can't beat it. Go on, take a sip. You won't regret it. Yeah, freshly squeezed orange juice does taste pretty better. Way better than store-bought grocery kind that you usually get. Sure. Gently press the plastic cup to my lips and tilt it slightly. A rush of flavor soon comes over me, the liquid inside dousing my tongue with a strong, fruity flavor. Hey, you're right. This stuff is pretty good. Told ya, didn't I? One perk of living here is that almost everything can be taken right off the tree it comes from. Or plant, or whatever. Another perk is how quiet it is here compared to back home. I sure don't miss the hustle and bustle of the city, that's for sure. That's one of the first things I noticed. Take another swig of my orange juice. I could hear the birds all around me when I first got here. Back home, they're drowned out by all the noise of people going about their day. Kind of a nice change, if I'm honest. Okay, so he was more of a city boy, maybe? Totally. Who wants a lot of noise in their life anyway? The birds, that's something I like myself.
Hey, check this out.
Hey, check this out. Do you know I haven't used an alarm clock since I got here? Are you crazy? I'm sorry. I know like especially in Japan where it's where the sun rises and whatnot, it's easier to get up earlier in the morning, but still, I could not. I need an alarm clock or else I'm staying in bed for the entire day. Nope, the birds will wake you up every morning like clockwork. I think they're better than any clock on the market. Oh, I should probably tell you a little about my schedule, huh? Yeah, what do you do for a living? Huh? What do you mean? Take another soft sip of orange juice. I won't always be here to watch over you. My job at the port is pretty intense. I work at the shipyard from sun up to sundown most days. A shipyard? Wonder if that relates to that warehouse or whatnot that we found ourselves in last episode. I'll most likely already be gone by the time you wake up for school every morning. I don't usually get back until after dusk too. So, for most of your time here, you'll have the house all to yourself. Promise me when you make a few new friends that you won't have any wild house parties, okay? Urta lets out a hearty laugh at his own lame joke. Oh, while I'm on the subject of schedules, you should probably take this with you. Urta bends down beside him and pulls something out from under the table. He takes it in his hands and slides it across the table towards me. Oh, it's a guide map. Nice. This should help you find your way to school tomorrow. I know you could probably rely on your phone, but cell service here isn't all that great in some areas. This will make sure if you find yourself in a dead zone that you won't get lost. Ah, I haven't even thought about that. Thanks. Don't mention it. Just looking out for you. The major hotspots in town are listed on there too. We'll get to look at this more later ourselves. When you have free time on the weekends, check them out. Okay, I will. School itself is about 10 minutes away from here. We shouldn't get too lost, right? We don't have a bus route that runs there from this side of town, so you'll have to walk it. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, though. Make sure you take that into account when you leave tomorrow. Oh well, thanks for the tip. Good deal. Now, what else is there? Urta closes his eyes and seems to trail off into a degree of deep thought. Oh, I've got it.
How about this then?
Here, why don't you take a little spending money with you? It's not much, but it could help out if you ever find yourself in a pinch. Ah, yes, our allowance. Wait, what's the year on that? Heisei Ninen? Maybe, never mind. I don't actually know how to read. I was trying to read the kanji underneath the 500. I feel like Heisei is for like the era of the emperor, but the Ninen, second year, makes no sense to me. I don't know, I'll have to look it up later and figure out how yen works. Better to have it and not need it than need and not have it, right? Urta flips the coin at me with a cheerful smile. I think that about covers everything. So, what do you think? You have everything you need? Yeah, I think I'll get around alright. Glad to hear it. Know how hard it is to adjust to living in a new place. I was new here myself once upon a time after all. Now, how about we dig in before our food gets cold? I probably talked your ear off enough for one day. Dig in! Yeah, I'm sure he had no problem making friends in a new town. Okay, several hours later. Alright, we ate all that ramen and now we got the sleepy ramen sleep coma. There we go. Nailed it. Whew. Man, today took more out of me than I realized. I can hardly believe that I made it here in the first place. The long bus ride over was really nerve-wracking. Oh, it was a bus ride. Yeah, that probably is a very long and cramped and... Poor dude. Well, at least you're here now. Seems like the closer I get to tomorrow morning, the worse it gets. Ugh, just thinking about it makes my chest tighten. Anxiety? Are we performing on the first day or something? It's so peaceful here. It almost feels like a different world compared to what I've left. When was the last time I actually could hear things beside the honking of car horns? Crickets, birds, I can even see the stars. Dude, your window's not even open. Got the blinds drawn. I don't think you can see much. Come to think of it, when was the last time I even got a chance to look at the moon? Hope everything goes okay tomorrow. New home, new town, new everything. I'm a total stranger here. This is it though, my final school year. I have to make the best of it. Close my eyes and calmly exhale. My chest starts loosening up. I can do this. Deep breaths. Hey, the moon really does look stunning tonight. We still can't fucking say it. It almost feels like waste not to give it a peek before I head to bed. Yeah, do it. Of course, it's not exactly going anywhere either. But it won't be there when you wake up. What should I do? Oh, choices. Okay. Throughout Watashi Suzume, there will be times when you make choices that have a chance to affect the narrative. These choices can change which locations you visit, how certain events transpire, and much more. Oh. It's crucial to think about every decision you make carefully. Even something as simple as choosing to open a window could have lasting effects on your journey. Yeah, but like... What could possibly be the harm of looking at the moon, though? Maybe we'll go there, like, on a date or something later, or watch the moon. Yeah. Oh, although if we stargaze for a bit, we might, like, be, like, annoying if we don't get much sleep. But pretty stars. Okay. First big decision, guys. We're gonna stargaze, because moons and stars and space is all pretty. So... it wouldn't hurt anything if I stayed up a little bit longer. Just not too long, okay? Never got a chance to see anything like this back home. Yeah, exactly. It's an experience. Sort of. Press my hands on the window and give it a hefty push upwards. Ah, there we go. Oh wow, so this is what fresh air smells like. The sweet aroma of the surrounding flowers begin flooding my nose. It's a combination of smells that I've never experienced before. Couldn't help but to smile in response to the sensation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it here. Living in such a small place wouldn't be my first choice, but I guess it's fine. Still can't stop thinking about tomorrow, no matter how hard I try. See, yeah, even if we did go straight to bed, we'd probably still be plagued with thoughts of what tomorrow may bring or whatever. I'm gonna be surrounded by strangers, some of which are going to be talented themselves. Oh, he's worried about standing out. It is anxiety. He doesn't want to be like... he wants to make sure he earns his place, probably. Which I'm sure he will. I'm sure he's great. I sure hope that I'll be able to fit in okay. Come on, Shouta. Get it together already. I'm sure you'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. At least I hope. Huh. The moon really is something else tonight. You know what? I should probably take a picture. Hey! It'll make a great wallpaper. Hey! There. Sure beats what I was using, that's for sure. I should probably head to bed now. I don't want to be too sleepy for my first day. When it comes down to it, all I can do is my best. Hope that's going to be enough. Yeah, I'll be fine, Shouta. You'll be fine. Morning already. Uruta was right. The birds really are right on time. They sure beat an annoying alarm clock, that's for sure. Today's the day. No use dreading it any longer. It might be a good idea to get out of these pajamas before heading out, though. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Unless you want to make a statement for yourself, but there's no sign of Uruta anywhere. Guess he wasn't kidding about how early he has to get up for work. Come to think of it, this is my first time waking up without anyone around. Hope it's not like this for the whole year. Can't imagine waking up to an empty house like this all the time. Right, I better get ready to go. A sudden pain shoots out from my stomach soon after a rumbling sound begins to echo through my ears. Guess who's hungry? Darn, looks like I should grab something to eat before I head out. Maybe Uruta has something in the kitchen that I can eat on the way. Looking around, I find a box of protein bars sitting on a high shelf in the pantry. Ah, score. One of these will do perfectly. I dig into the box without a second thought, scooping one up in my right hand. I'm sure he won't mind if I take one for the road. Speaking of, I better get on that road if I don't want to be late getting to school. Alright, I should be all set to go now. Wait, hold that thought. I dig into my pants pocket and pull out the map of town that was given to me yesterday. Better study this thing a bit first. Last thing I want to do is get myself lost on the way there. Now, let me see. This must be where I am now. And this must be the school over here. Okay, so I'll take this street, then this one here. Turn left at this intersection, goes here. Got it. That doesn't seem too bad for a commute. Yeah, you did say it was only like 10 minutes or something, right? Should be easy enough to get there once I get started. Time to get a move on, Shouta. I'm definitely going to be late if all I do is stick around here. I don't know if it's video game talk, but he seems to try to like motivate himself to move a lot. Like, time to get up, Shouta. You need to go eat food, Shouta. Like, he's just trying to like move himself like robotically through the movements. Unfortunately, the easy commute gives way to a problem that I didn't see coming. Oh no! Come on, are you serious? Give me a break, please. Oh god, is it construction? What is with this thing? Why won't it fold back down? Ugh, how did I even fold it last time? I knew I shouldn't have opened it again. No wonder no one uses these things anymore. Is it the map? So much for making a cool first impression. Work with me a little, will you? Oh my god. Aw, poor boy doesn't want to be a little tourist in his new school. Aww. That is comically, like, funny and also annoying. Yeah, I'll be fine. Maybe you can stuff it, like, under his shirt or tie or something? If I could force one side over, maybe I could ball it up. Wouldn't look nice, but at least it'd fit back in my pocket. Oh. A lady. Uh-huh. Someone laughing at me. Oh, it's Kiko. You seem to be having a little trouble with your map. Would you like some help? Yeah. Do you know how to fold these things? I hand the wrinkled map over to the girl, who takes it with a playful grin. Uh-huh. It isn't all that difficult. All you have to do is look for the creases. Here, let me show you. The girl folds the map perfectly on her first try without any difficulty whatsoever. Damn. She got it down. Also, show off. Once finished, she hands it back to me. See? That's all there is to it. Thanks. I probably look like a total idiot trying to fold that thing.
It's no trouble.
Not a problem. I'm happy to help.
You must be new here, aren't you?
Yeah. Did the map give it away?
Maybe just a little.
Aww.
I heard over spring vacation that we should be expecting some new faces this year. Best of luck to you. I bet being in such a new place is probably really scary for you. I better get going now. But it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Ah, shoot, I should have asked for her name. Oh no. I feel like that's such a classic thing to forget. Maybe I'll get another chance down the road. Oh, better get going myself by the sounds of things. Alright, on to school.
Alright, everyone, find your seats and sit down.
I really shouldn't give the homeroom teacher an annoying voice, but it's a homeroom. I feel like we're just gonna do nothing here. Mr. Konbini? Oh god, he's a fucking convenience store. Okay, I'll give him, okay. I think I know what voice I'll give him.
My name is Mr. Konbini, and I'll be your homeroom teacher for this year.
A middle-aged man wearing clear reading glasses and a nice suit walks out from behind the desk at the front as I sit down. He continues to address the remaining students as they trickle in and find seats of their own.
Most of you probably already have an idea of who I am, but I see a lot of new faces out there. Know that I'm not a very hard person to get along with, so long as you don't go breaking any school rules. Now then, let's get down to business. I've mentioned them already, but you should have noticed new faces surrounding you all. I'd like you all to join me in welcoming our many new students, many of which are transfers for the school music program. I guess that some of you probably heard of their arrival over last spring vacation. Now, let's see. How about we start with introductions? Mr. Konbini picks up a list from atop his desk and quickly skims over it. Alright, here we go, we're first. He mumbles to himself a couple of nonsense words before pausing on a name he liked the look of. Ah, how about we start with this young man? Here we go, it's us. Okay, Arabashi Shouta. Ah, seriously? It's almost as if I'm a main character in this. I'm the first one up. Really couldn't have picked someone else to start with. Come on now, there's no need to be shy. Great, this certainly has been a fantastic start to my day. Slide myself away from my desk and bring myself to standing beside it. Yes, sir. Ah, there you are, Arasashi. I begin to feel daggers all across my entire body. Students around me begin staring me down with little remorse. Oh no. Only a few minutes have passed and I'm already the center of attention. Sorry to pick on you so soon, Arasashi, but will you kindly introduce yourself to the rest of the class? Sure. Hello everyone, my name is Arabashi Shouta. Nice to meet you all. I do a deep bow to seem as polite as possible. That's good enough. You may take your seat. Thank you, sir. Jeez, that could have gone a little better, or a lot better. Well, it's done now. And back to normal class stuff. I slide back into my desk without another thought while Mr. Konbini continues my introduction himself. Oh, come on. Arasashi here, transferred from the big city according to his file. You have his file? What's the point in introductions if you're just going to tell everybody about the students anyways? Let him hear, let him share what he wants to share instead of just announcing his file to everybody. Jeez. I've heard a lot about him. I mean, I guess if he's really that popular. Personally, Arasashi, I assure you that we're all happy to have you here. Now, how about we take the pressure off of him and introduce the rest of our new faces? We have a lot of you to sift through, so best we get started early. We'll start from the front of the room and work our way back. Is there anyone that wants to go first before we start? And nobody does. Mr. Konbini takes most of the early morning introducing the rest of his transfer students. One by one, they have to endure the same public torture that I had. Eventually, however, there's no one left to introduce. Good, that wasn't so bad, wasn't it? I didn't expect there to be so many of you, if I'm to be honest. Mr. Konbini rubs his chin nervously. Since there are so many new faces, most of them being from out of town, we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to assign some of you to act as guides. Simply put, I'm going to have a few of you show them around school grounds and the town itself. Anything you can do to help them get a better feel for their new home.
Wait, hang on a second.
Oh, uproar among some of the veteran students starts kicking up.
I don't want to spend my free time showing some transfer around.
Yeah, I barely have any time as it is. Alright, that's enough. Settle down. I didn't figure any of you would do this out of the kindness of your hearts, so I sweetened the deal. Everyone that agrees to become a guide to a new student will get an extra credit grade for every week they report to me about their transfer's progress. All of your teachers agreed that this was a good idea. Also, they are willing to throw you a point or two. Don't think for a minute I didn't read your files. Some of you could really use the points. Sounds a bit more tempting, doesn't it? Sounds a bit like you're bargaining or threatening in a way. Now, to get the ball rolling, I'm going to assign the first guide myself. It's going to be Keiko
Karena.
Oh! Suzume Ayumi. Alright. In the seat next to me, a ginger-haired girl waves her hand in protest.
Wait, hang on a minute. Oh, hey, we have our own sprite now. It's us, look at us.
Well, it's not us, it's Ayumi, but like,
Main character, right here. You've got to be kidding me, right? I don't want to be put on babysitting duty. I don't have any problems with my grades, Mr. Konbini, so why me?
well, you're not wrong about that, Suzume. You're one of our brightest students, actually. A fine athlete to boot. That being said, I chose you for a good reason. You were once new here too, correct? Ginger-haired girl slams her hands on her desk in increased anger.
Seriously? That's the reason? I've lived here since I was 4 years old, for crying out loud. Mr. Konbini, you can't really be serious, can you?
Mr. Konbini adjusts his shirt collar, noticeably sweating. That's right, intimidation. I am, and I'm assigning you to Arabashi Shouta. According to your file, you're both from the big city. Since you both came from the same place, you have the best chance of understanding each other.
What kind of twisted logic is that? You gotta be kidding me with this, right?
The girl continues to voice her protest, and whispering begins flooding the classroom.
Wow, listen to Suzume go. Seems like Teach really pissed her off this time around.
No kidding, it's been a while since I heard her chirp this loud.
Hey! I heard that.
Suzume lets out a defeated sigh.
Fine, I guess I'll take the job. It's not like I really have a choice anyway.
Thank you, Suzume. I promise you a glowing recommendation when everything is done.
Yeah, whatever.
Suzume slumps back into her seat with a defeated expression over her face.
What a total drag.
Alright, now, does anyone else want to become a guide? Some of you could really use the extra points to spur you along. I read your histories. Don't think for a minute I don't know who needs them. I will threaten every single one of you to become guides. I ran several situations in my head about what my first day was going to be like, and none of those situations did I think I'd be assigned a guide. Even crazier was the kind of person that was chosen to be that guide. She seems like the kind of person that could take my head off without a moment's notice. Aw, nah, she's just not used to people. Just what have I gotten myself into? An outsider. Join the outside group. Okay. Later on, after school. Whew. Finally. Thought that last class would never end. Things don't seem all that different from back home. Everything is just on a much smaller scale. School is the same no matter where you're at, it seems. Speaking of, why do I feel like I've forgotten something really important?
Arasashi! Arasashi, do you hear me?
Ah! The book I was putting back into my locker suddenly slips and falls out of my hands. Turning around, I'm greeted by the aggressive form of the ginger-haired girl from homeroom. She stares back at me, her emerald eyes glistening with intensity.
Don't tell me you've already forgotten about me. It hasn't exactly been forever since homeroom.
Great, they stuck me with someone who's totally clueless. Excuse me?
Oh, you're excused, don't worry. Suzume softly bends down and picks up the book I had dropped earlier. I guess it can't be helped. My name is Suzume Ayumi, in case you either didn't hear or forget. Here, I believe this is yours. Suzume hands back the book with a polite expression. Thanks. My name is Arabashi Shouta. It's a pleasure to meet you. I wouldn't be so pleased just yet if I were you. She's great at first impressions, just saying. So, you're from the big city, huh? Suzume leans on my locker as she continues to speak. Mr. Konbini mentioned it in homeroom, if you forgot that too. She gives me a once-over and crosses her arms. Arasashi, you seem a little uptight, if you don't mind me saying so. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. We seem very, serious, formal, with a touch of anxiety. I do? I finally put the book back into my locker and shut the door. Sorry, guess I'm still a little nervous about being in a new place. You did also catch me by surprise, which didn't help. Oh, I make you nervous, do I? Suzume lets out a laugh. Well, you shouldn't worry too much about it. Everyone's usually pretty friendly around here. Believe it or not, some of them don't even bite. It kinda makes me wonder why Mr. Konbini wanted us to act as guides in the first place. It's not like the place is all that big to start with. I don't see anyone accidentally running into any trouble either. Maybe he assigned me as a guide for some other reason. We were destined to meet or something. I mean, we're both lonely. We're both, living in places kind of mostly alone. I guess we're also from the city. We're fated to meet and, I don't know, either be good friends or fall in love or give each other high fives every so often. Who knows? I'd be here no matter what his reasoning was. I was told to show you around, and that's what I'm gonna do. Still, can't believe I have to do this at all. What a total drag. But that's not your fault, so I won't hold it against you. Lucky me, I guess. I'm only joking. Lighten up, will ya? Suzume pushes herself off the lockers and does a small stretch. So, you have a map, right? Yeah, how do you know? Someone told me you were having a bit of trouble with it this morning. Keiko! Not that we even know her name yet, but I mean, we know her name, but Shouta doesn't. Honestly, how can someone mess up on folding a map? I can only imagine how ridiculous you must have looked. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of you. It's good that you have one. A map, I mean. You can't always rely on your cell phone way out here. In some places, it's a real pain to get a consistent signal. Anyway, let me see that map of yours. Sure, here you go. Awesome, thank you. Now, take a look here. Suzume partially unfolds the map and points to a place that seems random to me. This is where the market district of town is located. It's also the first place I want to take you. The next place I want to take you is right over here. Suzume slides her finger from one place to the other. This is where our local temple and shrine are located. Both of these places are pretty important parts of town. If anything is going to happen, it's going to happen in the market district. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. Temple also doubles as our cultural center. I want to go ahead and show you these two first, since they're pretty important. Yeah, that's a good idea. You don't have any objections, do you? I guess not. Awesome. The less trouble you cause throughout this, the better. I'll show you the market district first. It's the closest to the school. Come on, just follow my lead. It shouldn't take us long at all to get there from here. Who knows? We might even have some fun. I know the way by heart, so you don't need to follow your map for this one. Keep close, alright? No wandering off. I'll follow your lead. Great! Alright, this is our first stop of the day. Okay. As much as I would love to go on this tour, I think it might be a good stopping point for now. Because we're approaching the 1 hour mark. But, this episode we kind of got an introduction to Shouta. And we kind of also figured how everyone was going to meet. Which, I mean, was obvious it's going to be at school because, He's a student, we're a student, everyone's a student, except for the brother. That's really actually all the characters that we've met so far, technically. Oh, and Mr. Konbini. Mr. Convenience Store. And I guess, Keiko's grandma, who's running the ice cream place, but yeah. So, I think this is probably where the rising action of the story is, where we set everything, we got the setting, we got the town, we got backgrounds of a little bit of our characters. And now, next time, we're gonna go on our tour guide with Ayumi Suzume. And we'll be at Shouta. But yeah, okay. I think this is a nice little change. Well, not much of a change. This game is still, like, really peaceful. And I'm still wondering where it's all gonna go. And, also wondering, like, still wondering about that warehouse and how everything is supposed to, like, oh, you're not gonna believe what happened. Like, how it's gonna get to that. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for now. Thank you for watching me play Watashi Suzume. We're gonna be continuing this next week. If you'd like to keep following this story along with me, because I'd love to share it with you, you can feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Or don't do any of it at all. You're not entitled to do anything, but I'd be greatly appreciated if you did. So yeah, thank you for watching me play Watashi Suzume, and we'll be continuing this next week. So take care, and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye!